settle itself down. It's like if you're in a science class, that was dry. You put that through the microns. You put it through a sieve and it'll come down along.
You filter, yeah.
Filter down along, and you get it down to the lowest. You get it down actually to salt that you could do an egg timer with. Silica sand. It's finer than silica sand. It's the finest you'll get. Now that's not bad, but you can see the line of silt.
Yeah.
That's the silt on it. See the silt on it there. That's the silt on it, which is not bad. It's a little bit on the fine side. You can see the grain of the sand. See the different grains.
Yeah.
As you go down along the grains, you get a little bit different down along.
The heavier stones will go down first.
You go down. The heavy stuff will settle to the bottom. It'll all segregate itself once you mix it up. And settle below. Similar to that, I had the lad. He happened to have he had a ton bag of it. Similar to that. But what we've added to it, we've added a 1.5 of limestone crush.
Right.
The limestone crush is not 100 miles away from quarry dust.
Okay.
It's a little bit. It gives you that little bit more. You see when I show you the mortar now. It's a little bit on better. Now, if this will give you, what will it give you? At Otterbein, it'll give you a kind of a greyish colour. Now, if you want to get it whiter, you go for St. Astier.
Okay.
Right. Now, if you're able to get the sand off him above, we can add the other stuff to it.
Right.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
that's what
we'll be getting. Go get the stuff there.
See how it goes. But it's the shrinkage on that is what I'd be worried about.
Right.
If it starts shrinking, you're probably going to be. If it starts shrinking, what'll happen? It'll start shrinking to shrink down. You'll have little gaps under the. Okay. That's important that this is packed in very, very tight. Shove it in tight. And you'll mix this in the mixer.
Okay.
Now, if you want to mix it in a tub in the yolk, you mix it in the mixer.
I have the plastering, the tub in yolks.
You can mix it in that, but you mix it dry.
Okay.
And then you add the water to it. You want to mix it for about 20 minutes.
Alright.
That's the difference. You'll be better off if you had your mixer.
Yeah.
And let it rotate.
Yeah, this is spent forever with the first.
You spend forever with let it rotate in the mixer. But what you do is you'll find it's a sound, it's a thing that you'll hear with your ear rather than it's a pounding.
It starts making a lump.
So that makes the lump. That's when you know it's coming right. If you take that out of that and it flows out into the barrel, the best thing you do is go down to the river and throw it in it.
Okay.
And it won't be worth tuppence to you.
I won't be going down the river a few times.
I won't stay or anything Well, you can see that is quite clean when it's all sieved down.
Yes, you have to be careful not putting too much water in it.
The water is that's the secret of it. I had the other one on, I didn't bring it out with me. You need, that's the thing that must be the hessian I had now for you. Well, you're going to need a roll of hessian. And if you have some hessian yourself, which you might not have, I wouldn't say you would have it now.
I have a bag of potato at home.
No, bag of potato won't be worth a shite to you.
That kind of stuff.
If you have that.
That's all sackcloth, is it?
I'll have to find it. Sack, yeah.
I'll have to find it. It's somewhere in the shed.
That'll keep it. That's a bit I had in the shed now. There's what you call it after dripping on it. It's plasticizer that my own young lad had. So what you'll do, you'll hang that on the wall. You go and even today now. You hang that, you could even double that. You put a pin in the wall and when we're finished, we're going to hang that there like that.
Right.
That stops the sun from, that stops that lad from drying it out too quick. It's not carbonating. If it dries out, it'll turn to powder. And it turns to powder, then it's failed. It's only, you might as well put dust in it. You might as well throw it in dry out of the oil.
That'll let it breathe without fucking...
That'll let it breathe, but it keeps the sun off it. And it also keeps out frost.
Yeah, okay.
Very, very important that you put that into it as well.
No. There you go.
It's the same with this. You treat it in that. So if it's too windy, it'll dry out. If it's too wet, it won't carbonate. And if it's raining, you can't put it up. So you won't put the washing out in the rain. If it's too windy, you're afraid it slows and blow off the line and come on you. And the wind comes in under the bottom the same as it does at the top. A lot of people will put up the netting on the scaffold and they'll put up and it forgets about this down here. And you can see the sun is hitting that. The wind will hit that just about. If you are putting up anything, cover it the whole way down, right down. Leave it. And leave it about 4 days.
Okay.
After you have it done. That's important. It takes about 4 days for it to carbonate. You get fast at it. If you're at all the time, you be fair fast. And I haven't done any of this for a while now. It should be, I'd still get it. So if you don't see the way that's drying back there now,
Yeah.
it'll start to dry back. See where the sun is not hitting it as easy.
Yeah.
That bit darker. So don't be worried. If that stays that little bit
Dark.
different, then it won't be bad, like, you know. Should be okay, like, you know. I have the mortar. I have another bucket of mortar there as well.
Yeah.
That's the grit in it. It's actually hitting the. That's 2 days. That's a day old. Nearly 2 days old. It's quite strong, actually. Strong enough. But when it dries back, it'll be.
And would you mix it up, Paddy, kind of a day before you'd use it, or what? Or?
Well, with the other bean, you don't really. For a small bit like I have, that's okay. But no, if it was the same last year, you could mix it up the day before. You'll manage it. There won't be an issue with it, like, you know. That'll be there. And then you have, as I said, if you go use a tool like that to do it, you'll end up smearing.
You won't get it inside.
You won't get it in.
You need to get it in.
You need to get it into the bank. I thought I had a floor. I think I have a floor. I brought that with me. That'll do the same job either way.
In case you get bored, you want to play a bit of table tennis.
Play a bit of table tennis if you get bored. The reason that you can have it like that, so you should barely drop. When it drops, see, it hasn't segregated. That's too wet to segregate. It wouldn't stay with you, and it won't stay at it. You look and see, it won't. You get it back up off the yoke itself. Now you can do it with a floor either. You see, I do it with a floor, but this will do for what we're doing on that. And this lad might stay. This lad might stay on this now, and he might. The different sizes for different.
Yeah, different drawing.
Different, you know what that is.
It's a spatula of some
That's
sort.
out of the kitchen.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, I looked at 3 of them actually down at home store the other day. They're small. They're like, if you want to get here, if you were down to finer joints, you use those. But you will get it. The majority of them are fairly good, like. See, you may get it in. You'll have to get it in that you'll be able to. I had to get this in because the oil is fairly tacky. You will get it in into the hole, into the real far.
It's still good and moist though, Paddy, and all, isn't it? You can see a good shine off it there from the water in it. It's still very wet.
Oh no,
Isn't
it is because I put water on this morning.
Ah.
That's why it's but it takes and then if you want to, like, you'll end up with the different. Now you find a little out that we can stick in with this lad.
Won't go far enough. This one will do better.
Yeah, I can do it wrong.
Yeah, nice and stuck in.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe out more. Yeah. Oh yeah. You can have another little bit. Yeah, this guy will finish wedging it in here.
And we stick in. And another lad, you know, over the top of that now. See the way you neat up mortar very quick.
Oh yeah, in the hole.
They'll be known as gallets.
The little small
The
stones.
small stone, the big gallets.
Put in some stuff. This guy's going to be nice. So I was going to say that you picked a great day to come, Paddy, but you didn't really because there's too much sun.
No, well, I tell you, it's a good lesson you're learning as well. You can see how I think it's now you really cover it. Hold on for a second now. The Roman so we're not see the leaks of that now, don't worry about that. I said that picks up. Now see can you shove in that now. You shove that lad in and don't try and squeeze it down. Just drive me with a little hammer if you have to. Not let the mortar, yeah, just let the mortar ooze out or whatever it may be. That's it, yeah, that's it. That'll leave that nice and compact. The worst thing you do, you try to fit that in. See the way you shove the mortar up to the top?
Yeah.
This is probably the slowest thing you'll be doing.
I can try putting one in here.
You stick a little gallet in there. Yeah. Tap it in nice and gentle. Alright. Yeah, hold it out, that's it. Yeah.
Most important, keeping the stuff under.
Keeping the stuff under the.
You can shove it more on top if you have to.
More on top if you have to.
Makes sense. Kind of makes sense. You just have to pay attention to it, huh?
Yeah. Watch what you be. Watch what you be doing. Surprising, you know, with the stuff, it doesn't go too far. Now when you be using it like that, Henry, you use a fair bit.
Yeah, I see that, yeah, with the big holes.
Big holes that don't go long.
And what about the fresh stone that's going in then as well, up higher? Does that sit on a bed of the mortar or does it?
That sits on a bed of
So you'll use even more there then when you're at that.
I'm not worried about that bit at all, just more this part then.
Yeah.
Building the wall is my doing it, so I know it'll sit on stuff, you know. So
See, there's lots of little, see all the
they're
bits in that, yeah.
that's what would happen then, see. That was done right and shrunk, didn't it?
Yeah, little bit. That'd be interesting too.
They're all around that, yeah. Yeah.
What we'll do, we'll have enough to do up that one. There's enough mortar in there actually to do that. We'll have half a bucket. Have a bucket of that. There'll be another bucket of it.
Will that cement pointing have to come out of it?
Yeah.
Won't be able to do anything.
But I wouldn't take the cement pointing out on you have all that sorted up.
Yeah. Wait till I'm first. You see, that's a bit I was wanting to know how to, because the other side is kind of all like that. Right now the stones are just fucked in, they're not.
If that's 10 mil, you go back in 20. Or
Right.
that's 10 or 20 or 8 or whatever it'll be. If you're getting the stuff into it, like, you know.
You go back in twice the thickness, is that it?
Twice the thickness of the joint, yeah.
Or as far as we can, if there's solid stuff left in it.
And all the different sizes then will give you the different. Just be able to hold 2 or 3.
That's what you do with these bits now.
Leave it.
Yeah, but so you're just not going over at all?
No.
Right.
That's see for the likes of that one there.
For example, in this here, like you see, there's a gap there. You can even see this, like around it. You just throw it in as much as you can.
Yeah, pack it in as tight as you can. So,
Get a set of them sculpture now.
for that lad there now, you see, you will get it. You will get it in. And you get it even lighter than that. Even that now is starting to look. You know, you don't see what's actually happening for a while until you get
Until you get some of them, then you get some kind of rhythm to it too.
you get into it and you get there. But don't go all over the place. Don't do a bit here and a bit there. You keep your.
Yeah, you'll be fucked with the mesh after, and yeah.
Yeah.
And if you mix twice, like you might have a discrepancy slightly. Would you?
No, if you gauge it in the bucket.
Okay.
Make sure you gauge it in the bucket. If it's 2 buckets to 1 bucket.
Yeah.
Now, I can see, you see that now? Feel that?
Oh, that's drying out.
See, they're starting to pick up. That's the sun. Sun will do that too.
Does the colour change much, Paddy, as it dries?
That will, and that'll tone back. It won't be. It'll tone back. And what you mightn't get an exact. You'll never get it perfect.
Yeah.
You get it in. You get it in within reason. Like. I done a little yoke out and.
Good jollop of that masonry paint over it all when it's done. Then sure, it'll be right job.
Oh yeah, I know
Yeah.
the Sandtex.
yeah.
Just make sure that
The 5-year stuff. The 5-year stuff. The one you can paint in the rain.
Yeah.
It lets the mortar breathe.
Did you ever take it off?
What? The paint?
Yeah.
No.
I've taken it off and it comes off the same with that piece of stuff there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
Sheet
Just
plastic.
like
over
a
it.
bit plastic. So actually, you haven't put it in water and it won't disintegrate. You know, people think you're trying to be hiding them like, but I don't want to. We've gone hard enough. We do it. And see the way you're beating. It's a little bit soft there now still, but just to get it.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
See, I'm beating that back in. That's a little bit softer. It's a little bit harder here where I done that. See the way that's moving around still?
Yeah.
That's because it's a little bit soft there still. And what you don't want to have with it is, I call them bird's feet. You ever see a crow rang and he goes into something?
Yeah.
And if you look at that, that's the very same as bird's feet. That's how I know the mortar is too soft.
Okay.
See, it's like little pricks.
Yes.
It's too soft. And you see that? Where is it? That's different, isn't it? See it here?
Yeah, you really just got the
It's on the
aggregates coming in.
aggregate there.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
That's what
Whereas
you
here
mean.
you spiked.
Your spike there, so
the
it's too
little-
soft. That's the difference. So when that gets a bit harder, even if you went to go at that now, look.
Yeah.
Way too soft. Yeah.
There's all you're doing is pushing up and down. But when you beat it like that, you're actually condensing the mortar in, you're beating, transferring the mortar back in, way in to the one. And you don't actually see, and you don't have to get water to wash down the stone or
I
anything.
just seen that, right? Yes, after cleaning off the stone as well.
Cleans off the stone. That's why if the mortar is wet, too wet,
Then you just
shite everywhere. That's the way, you know.
you can see it here. Here.
It's just about having patience and the time. But if you start brushing it at all, like
Watching your.
if you start brushing it like that, that's
Yeah, but if you were to do that though, that's too hard already.
too
You'd
hard.
want to wet it again to do
Yeah, and then
this.
you'll end up streaky. See where it's really soft now, if you do that with it, look.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you don't want.
You're just pulling it back over there.
No, you look at that, that don't look right.
No.
Comparison with that there, you don't really pick up on it.
No, you wouldn't see it. I'd say in a couple of hours' time you probably wouldn't even
Over
notice it.
time that'll die back. Now you will see it because it's fresh mortar eventually, but once that gets a bit of rain and all, I say it should be
Yeah, well, it's weather then.
Well, that's weather
A
like.
little bit of weather and it's gonna match it in like.
That's not what they do. And you don't put that hope on